this isn't my usual sort of topic, because usually I cover the nerdy stuff, obviously, but it's social media adjacent, so I'm going to chime in on this one because everyone else is chiming in, so why not? So, as always, grab yourself a drink, sit back, and let's have a conversation, because this is going to be a short one, but hopefully a deep one.
That's what she said!
As internet celebrities go, I'd say Mia Khalifa is a pretty big name. If you're unaware of who she is, well, she's 30 years old currently, and back in the day, she did some porn films that became huge hits on Pornhub. And she's now retired from that career pretty rapidly, and has become quite outspoken against the porn industry and how it just uses and burns through people, and the actors don't get much money. There's a lot to it. It's quite interesting to look into. It's a fascinating watch. She also does a lot of like sports commenting and still does modeling and things like that. So she attracts probably more, we'll say, hate than some people. Maybe more than she deserves, I'd say. Probably from some of her most ardent fans, I'd say, as well. There's a strange fan group there, because there's probably a lot of men that are a fan of her for her previous work and her modeling still, I'd say. And there's a lot of women who are quite big fans of her for her sort of modern feminist stance. It's a strange batch that she has. I'm not criticizing it, but I'll get to my opinion on that shortly. So recently she has come into trouble over a TikTok she posted discussing marriages. And originally it was someone saying, talking about getting married at 18, divorced at 20, and there was her response to it that has triggered some people. And we're going to put the video up now, and then you can see for yourself how you feel about it, and then we'll talk. So, I warn you, if marriage is a big thing for you, this is going to maybe upset you.
Oh, we're comparing stats. Baby girl doesn't know that I am Tom Brady at this game. Married at 18, divorced at 21. Second marriage, married at 25, divorced at 28. Third engagement, engaged at 29, ended it at 30, but I kept the ring. I'm still keeping Tom Brady on his toes. We should not be afraid to leave these men. We are not stuck with these people. Marriage is not a sanctimonious thing. It is paperwork. It's something, it's a commitment you make to someone. But if you feel like you're not getting anything from that commitment and you're trying, you gotta go. You gotta go. You have to go. I know it's difficult to fill out paperwork and to make appointments and to do all of these things, but this is your fucking life. Do you want to be stuck with someone? Period. Do you want to be stuck with someone?
So her stance is pretty much that she's been divorced twice and engaged the third time, and it's not worked out. And a lot of people are upset with that. Her just saying that if you're not happy, you need to go, and that marriage is just a piece of paper. And to some extent it is. I know there will be many people out there that are criticizing her based on the fact that they consider marriage to be this oath between you, your partner, and God. To which I'll say, yes, but marriage has existed before religion, before the religions they have. So it's not like that religion invented it, if you know what I mean. Still, it doesn't change the fact that some people it is. So she has come out and said that she is not a practicing Catholic anymore. She's not religious. She was Catholic at one point. So those rules don't really apply to her. And if it's an oath between her and someone else, that's up to them. We don't know the full side of it. She has spoken before about this. On there's a podcast with Barbara Dunkerman from Rooster Teeth. They were talking about this, about how she finds it hard to be in a relationship because some men are, I guess, intimidated by her past. Like, I'd be intimidated by it, for Christ's sake. And I'm big enough man to admit that, and probably that would be, it's okay to admit these things. It's emotions, you can't control them, but other men maybe wouldn't want to admit it, and it leads to problems down the line. Sorry, there was a fly over there and it's really annoying me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, he's getting a lot of abuse for this one, but I don't see the problem with it. A lot of people are saying you should stick it through, and I'm sure she does. I don't think anyone gets into a marriage and then ends it after a couple of years on a whim. Okay, some people do, but obviously people work on these things, because why not? You know. But if you're not happy, end it. I know that someone's like, but what if there's kids? Yes, if you're both unhappy, or one of you is very unhappy with the other person, even if there's kids, end it for fuck's sake. Trust me. If children growing up in a home where the two parents are constantly fighting is not good. Ask any child who grew up in an abusive relation with abusive parents. And if one person isn't happy, the other person probably isn't happy either. So ending it is the logical thing. And if you are religious, my take on the matter is, would it not be better to honor your oath by finding someone that you can actually maintain and have a happy one with, and ending it amicably? Again, this is just my 2 cents on it. Like, who the fuck cares? But my big annoyance with this is, and this is a big one. So again, I'm still prone to dry throat smith because I'm still healing. But she gets a lot of crap from people going, oh, I'm going to take advice from somebody who worked in porn. It's usually men. I'm going to tell you this. First of all, a good chunk of those men saying that have probably watched their films. And I feel like if you're the kind of guy who watches porn, which is nothing wrong against watching porn's fine, you shouldn't have the right to criticize people who have made porn. It's like eating a burger, then going to your butcher going like, hey, you shouldn't be selling meat. It's bad for you, bad for the environment, and bad for us all. You're being a hypocrite. You're just on a different part of the supply chain. And then the rest of all the other guys criticizing her as well. Well, here's the thing. I bet you they would give their right not to sleep with her, because most of these guys would. You see a lot of these guys, especially criticizing her opinions on sports as well. They come off with their big sports guys. I'm pretty sure they would sleep with her if they had the chance. She's a very beautiful woman, and she seems like she's got razor sharp wit, and she's very intelligent. So yeah. So that's where I get annoyed. Like, so many people have their opinion on tearing her down because of her past career. Yet, you know, they would do the same. As for women, I can't speak for them, but I've, you know, because I'm not going to speak for women on this one. But I think that, you know, most would agree that if they're in a traumatic relationship, or a relationship that's just making them unhappy, yeah, end it. Obviously, in my personal opinion, if you're with someone and you're married to them and you're unhappy, the two of you should sit down and talk and work on it. And if you just can't make it work, well, end it amicably if possible. That just makes sense. You don't want to be miserable. And you don't want to live a life with someone who's miserable. And you don't want to make your kids miserable. That's if you want kids. Or pets. Oh, that must be even worse. So yeah, maybe I'm being an ass, and maybe I have no right to have an opinion on this, but that's my opinion. That coming down on her for this is just stupid. You know, especially if you're coming from if you're going to watch her films and then complain about her. That's where I'm really annoyed, and a lot of these guys are, because the same guys complaining about it are the same ones that are probably liking her photographs in their bikinis. Fact. And so what, at the end of the day, if she doesn't want to get married or she thinks divorce is okay, it's none of your business. Like, it's none of my business. That's my opinion on it. So, if you're upset by this, as I said with the Barbie thing, if you've watched my previous video, link below, there's bigger things in the world to be upset by. There's wars going on, food prices are skyrocketing, the world's either on fire or flooding. And you know what, I'm recording this on Monday and there's definitely bigger things to worry about. So, I'll leave it with that. Do you agree with me or disagree with me? Please comment below. I do like to engage with people on this. If you can, give me more than just one word to agree with. So, why not, guys? Have a good week and I'll see you all later, okay?